Viewers, welcome back to the series. Quick warning, today's episode is only going to be about 10 minutes, but this isn't changing from the norm. The rest will still be the normal length. Now, I have been testing quite a lot of things out that I wanted to show you. Now, I've decided that finally I will begin using the chassis pipes, and in order to test it, which is why this episode is so short, I've been doing a lot of testing, and I'm kind of running out of time. Now, I have this electrical furnace here, which is very simple setup. Just getting charged by Lapotron crystal and 30 MFSUs, so it's getting a massive amount of power. Now on these chassis pipes, all I'm using is Extractor Mark II modules. Now if anybody knows the difference between the Extractor module and the Mark II, please do tell me. I'm just using the Mark II because it sounds better at the moment. I don't actually know the difference. Now they're all just Mark II extractors. On each one of these it's just completely full. Now on the top of this is just one item sync module, and all it's using is iron. Now I know you can set it up with lots of different ores so they all go into the same machine. In my series I will be setting it up pretty much exactly like this, except not using this expensive chassis pipe. There's no way I'll be able to afford that. But that's what I'll actually be doing. One separate machine for each ore so we can get it going as quickly as possible. I want to get from ore to ingot just really, really quickly. That's pretty much what I focus on. More speed than practicality or resource efficiency. But anyway, so I've used so many chassis pipes and so many extractions because I want the amount of ore coming in to match the amount coming out, so we don't get any kind of overflow and items getting chucked out the side. So in order to show it off, let's just drop some... let's just go into creative for a second. And let's just drop a whole heap of iron into the system. So let's just see here. There we go. And let's just drop this. So we've dropped in an entire stack. And you can see it's done already. And I would like to actually show off the insides. Let's just see. There is absolutely no problem there. It never even hit 2 pieces of iron on this side. And this many MFSUs can actually handle using 18 overclocker upgrades. It couldn't handle 24 actually, but 18 does the trick. Let's just pick these up so we don't lag from item drops, although I'm sure I wouldn't. But this is basically the system I was going to use. Instead of using those redstone engines to slowly pipe the items out, that would have been a major bottleneck. Now using a system like this, no bottleneck at all. Now I'm going to reduce the speed it actually comes out now, just by getting rid of those. And that one as well. And now we'll throw in a stack and see if that has actually changed. So, stack goes in, and you can see it is actually piling up. So even one of the highest level chassis pipes full of extraction modules is not enough to match the speed of 18 overclocker upgrades. So I'm not sure how many I actually am going to need. I probably should have done that one at a time, but I will need a lot if I want to have maximum input and output. So let's go on to some other things I've been testing for the series. So you can see I've got 3 different setups here. We've got the Mark II crafting table, the regular automatic crafting table, and a condenser. Now unfortunately I could not get the condenser to work no matter what I did. I was trying to get items to head up there, convert, and be actually requestable from logistic pipes. And the problem basically is that although you can actually request the iron to go in here and turn into gold or whatever you want to set it up to, unfortunately the logistic pipe actually requests the gold. Oh, crafting loop? Okay, never mind. But anyway, what it does is it requests the gold from the top instead of the bottom. So eventually you just run out of gold up here, and then the system unfortunately fails. And you could go by hand and place them up here afterwards, but that's not as automatic as I like things. Now, I'll just disconnect this so I don't get any other kind of problems. But I did also set up the Philosopher's Stone and the ability to turn gold into iron. Let's just make sure there's enough gold in here. Of course there's none. And let's get rid of the iron from here as well. Now, this is actually completely working, so I'm going to have to fix my machines in my series a little bit, but nothing really is totally wrong. I think what was causing the problem was simply that I had things going into one way and then the other way as well, or perhaps it's just because I had two ways to make charcoal. One from wood and one from coal. You definitely can't do that. Things go horribly wrong when you start having two recipes to make the same thing. Now let's just turn this to daytime. Alright. Now one thing that I did get from a commenter, one of you guys posted that if I could keep one of these in the red bar here and it wasn't getting removed, then perhaps all I needed to do in my series was just set up Philosopher's Stone in those red sections, and then I wouldn't have to craft any more, which is completely true. It actually turned out to work. If I request a Philosopher's Stone, we can see that it should get crafted. There we go. And we've got a Philosopher's Stone in here. Now, if I go ahead and request the iron, let's see, I should be able to request a huge amount, like 32, and we'll see 4 gold disappeared. Whole heap of iron should be coming out now. And the Philosopher's Stone never gets removed. So this is perfect for setting up these automated transmutations. So from this 188, I should be able to make a ridiculous amount. So let's just go ahead and do that. Bam, we barely lost any gold at all. And now we've got heaps coming in. And it completely works. I was a little bit surprised, but yeah, as long as we connect it from the side, and as long as we set these up correctly, it should work perfectly. So anyway, I will head back to my regular world. No more testing needs to be done, I believe. I should use chassis pipes now and fix up my transmutations. Now hopefully I can do that before this episode ends, which is why it's just a short episode. I'm just doing some very simple things. I just wanted to show off those systems that I was testing and should now be able to use. Okay, we had a crash on world load there, but everything does seem to be fine now. I should mention that I am actually recording this after I have moved, but I'm only uploading it from a different house, a friend's house that has allowed me to basically use their internet occasionally. So if I don't upload a video one day, it's simply because I was not able to. It's all getting filmed still, but I can't get it out to you always. Now we're getting a lot of wood actually overflowing here. Slight problem, definitely. And you can see I do have cheat mode enabled here. Let's just turn that back to utility. It's because once again I lost all of my pipes, unfortunately, and had to put back all my teleport pipes once again. Now in order to fix that, I have set up teleport tethers in a lot of the corners now. So everything should be fine, except perhaps the farm. So I might want to go actually set that up before anything else. Let's just head out here. Are you missing a power? You're not getting any power. What? Oh dear. Okay, what are you set to? You're set fine, but there we go. There's the problem. Okay. That's more like it. You're a farm. Can receive true. Ah, that's better. Okay. Now you are requesting seeds, right? Yes, you are. No seeds. That could be a problem. But that's not what I was trying to fix, so let's head on down and clean some stuff up. Come on, get in the building. Okay, another thing I want to mention is that the next game coming out is Amnesia. Actually, that probably is already out by the time this uploads, so ignore that. The next one will be Assassin's Creed. Now, I'm going to be playing through all the games, so when number 3 comes out, I'll be ready to upload that, and I won't be failing the entire series. I will actually know what I'm meant to do. Now, the series after that is still very unsure. We have about 5 different games that are tied at the moment, so I have no idea what's going to happen there, if people are going to vote differently. I'll definitely post another what game should I play and tell you what those games are, probably tomorrow, might as well. So you guys can vote on which game you want to see, or no, you can't anti-vote what you don't want to. Never mind, it's not important. Sorry, running out of time. Rather stressed. Okay, gold, iron, that makes sense. Looks like all of these actually are set up, so what is going wrong then? Every time I did try and request something, it went horribly, horribly wrong. We were getting missing thousands of items even when I tried to request just one little thing. So, can I make Philosopher's Stones? Are those still working? Absolutely not. Okay, we're missing 5,000 gold. That makes total sense. Okay, so we're definitely getting a massive loop happening here. That seems fine, but perhaps I set up the Philosopher's Stone recipe somewhere else as well? That's all I can really think of that would cause such a massive problem. If anyone else has a solution, be sure to comment it. I will definitely heed your warning, because I have no idea why it would give me that massive a loop when, well, there's no loop here. Unless I've got the recipe for Philosopher's Stones on this side as well. Doesn't look like it though. Seems completely harmless. No Philosopher's Stones here. Okay, so what actually is the problem then? Well, I know I definitely should get rid of the coal recipe. So I might as well do that now while I have the chance. Coal to alchemical coal. Charcoal to coal. No, that one's fine. The problem is the... Hey, where did... Oh, really? Charcoal to coal. Coal to alchem. Alchem to Mobius. Mobius to Aeternalis. And then the reverse. Okay, so this is probably definitely part of the problem, so let's get rid of that. And I wonder if the crafting pipe was set up correctly as well. It wasn't set up at all? Well, that's a slight problem. I didn't set up anything past the actual gold to iron, diamond to gold, gold to diamonds, and iron to gold. How strange. But anyway, let's test it out now. I don't see how that would actually help, if I'm completely honest. But hey, you never know. Nope, that definitely looks like another loop. Logistics. Possible crafting loop while trying to craft it. While trying to craft iron ingots. Why are you trying to craft iron ingots for? Why are you trying to craft any of that at all? This is very, very strange. Perhaps one of these are actually set up to craft the Philosopher's Stone when they shouldn't be. Doesn't look like it. I do not understand. Okay, you know what? One of the easiest ways to probably test this is to simply grab the Philosopher's Stone one, get rid of the crafting, and if it still says I can craft Philosopher's Stones, then we do have a problem. It doesn't. Okay. Then how in the world can there be a loop? Now, it was also saying there was a loop with iron ingots, but wait, what if I try and craft an iron ingot? Nope, that's apparently fine too. Okay then. Can I craft a diamond? Missing the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, now that is what I was expecting. So, you know what? I'll end this. I will fix it up in my own time. I'll get back with you tomorrow with some new things. There's no reason to watch me stumble around trying to figure out what is going wrong. So I will see you then. I'll also announce what games are tied right now for the following series to come out after Assassin's Creed. Also, because I have so much time right now, pretty much not doing anything, I will try to bring out my Steam library series, which will be basically the opposite of the current series I'm bringing out weekly, where instead of you voting what games you want to watch, you'll be voting for what games you think I should stop playing, which is more really a social experiment than anything. It would be rather fun to see what games people enjoy, what games people absolutely don't. But anyway, we will see you then. I hope you've enjoyed. StrayMav signing off.